Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to do a video on how to avoid getting scammed in the fashion district, because I almost got scammed and it was like the most horrible experience I have ever had, to be honest. And if you guys haven't watched that video, I'm going to link it up here. So basically some of the fashion district vendors are scammers and I want you guys to know that, and hopefully my tips will save you guys the money, the trouble, and the headache. Sometimes having like a horrible experience like this will really like traumatize you and will make you want to close your boutique. That's not the reason why I closed my boutique, but it could be a reason to close down, because these vendors, they don't care if they steal your money, they don't care about you, they literally will scam you. So hopefully these tips help you guys, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you guys are new, and turn on those post notifications so you guys don't miss a video like this. And comment if you guys have any questions like about the fashion district, like just let me know. I'll get back to you guys, and yeah, let's get back to the video. So my first tip is to stay on Fashion Go. If you guys are dealing with vendors, make sure that you guys stay on Fashion Go. If you guys don't know what Fashion Go is, it's basically where all the vendors are at, and you guys could search anything that you guys want. Like if you guys want plus size tops, or if you guys want a yellow shirt, they're all there. And there will be reviews for the vendors, so you guys could always check if a vendor is bad, or if they're scammy, or if their pictures don't add up, or stuff like that. So make sure that if you guys are shopping in the fashion district, make sure that the vendor is on Fashion Go. So that is my very first tip. You guys could also use the LA showroom or Orange Shine, but you have to have your seller's permit. So on Fashion Go, I know that you guys could see the return policy, if they have like a good return policy. Sometimes the vendors, they charge like 50% to restock, like if you want to return, or sometimes they don't even let you return anything, so you're stuck with inventory if you didn't like it. So make sure that you guys check out the return policy before you order. And another thing that I like about Fashion Go is that you could always file a dispute through Fashion Go if you have any problem with a vendor. So like, I don't know, but I love Fashion Go. This time that I almost got scammed, I didn't use Fashion Go, and honestly I regret it. The past times that I had seen this vendor on Fashion Go, I never ordered because they didn't have that many reviews, and I just got a bad feeling about it. But honestly, like, Fashion Go protected me kind of. So yeah. So my second tip is for you guys to make sure that you guys are ordering through a legit website. If you guys are ordering off of Fashion Go, or if the vendor is on Fashion Go and you guys go on another website, make sure that the website is legit. Make sure that you guys are able to log in, because for this vendor that I almost got scammed, I was unable to log in, so it was like a fake website. So make sure that you guys are able to log in and everything's secure. And another thing that you guys should be wary of is to avoid using WhatsApp to place orders, because if you guys use WhatsApp, there won't be any evidence. Like if you guys have a trouble with the vendor, they could just erase everything, and then you lost all your money. So for new arrivals, that's fine if they're sending you new arrivals through WhatsApp, but never place an order through WhatsApp, because they could just erase it, and then guess what, you lost $1,000. So avoid that. Usually when I purchase from a vendor, like I've purchased in person, and then I told them like, oh, can you put my order on Fashion Go? And they did. So I have history of it. I have history that the order was placed. I have history that I paid. I have the receipt and everything. So another thing, yeah, also make sure to keep all your receipts. So another third thing, and I'm not liable if you guys do this, I'm not responsible, this is just what works for me. So pay with a debit or credit card, because Visa will protect you against fraudulent transactions. So if the vendor tries to scam you, you guys could file a chargeback. Like if they sold you some pink shirts and you ordered white shirts, you guys could get your refund for that, even if their policy is still all sales final. But most of the time it's not promised that you will get a refund, but it's better to be protected with your debit or credit. You guys don't want to pay cash, because then your cash is basically not protected. But that is just based off of my experience, and if you guys want to follow that, go ahead. But yeah, I feel like if I had paid cash, I would have been basically not able to get a refund, because yeah. I feel like with Visa it's more protected. So my fourth thing, it's not my fourth tip, but I added some more stuff. So another thing with the vendor, if they want you to buy on the first day and they're basically like forcing you to buy, like you don't even know them, you don't know if they're on Fashion Go, you don't know if they just have a website, you basically don't even know this vendor. The first day, like if you barely met them and they're already trying to sell to you, that means that they're just trying to meet a quota. They're just trying to meet their sales goal. They don't care if your inventory sells, they're just trying to sell. They're just trying to get rid of their inventory. They could care less. And if they don't tell you the minimum like quantity before you even start looking around, or if they just want you to buy, they don't really care. They're just like, oh well, okay, whatever. And if they don't let you just order one pack, like you don't take nothing away from the vendor if you just order one pack. Like it's nothing bad if you only want to order one pack. So based off of my experience, most vendors, they will sell me one pack. Like if I'm new, like most vendors, they know if you're new, and sometimes they'll try to take advantage of you by making you order multiple packs, and then you're stuck with $20,000 of inventory that doesn't sell. Like I know it's so exciting to start a boutique, but just brace yourself. Most of the vendors that I started with, they let me order one pack. Like they didn't really care, and those were the vendors that basically like I sold out of the inventory. So most of the time those vendors are the good ones. Those are the good vendors. So another tip that I have is to check the material, make sure that you are getting what you are buying. If it says it's cotton, make sure that it's cotton. Feel the material. If it's polyester, it's usually soft. If it's cotton, it's usually kind of rough, and like you could tell that it's good material. So some of the vendors will cheat. They will actually say that it's cotton, but it's not even cotton. You could tell that it's cotton if it's like not see-through. Usually cotton is not see-through, and polyester is really see-through, and spandex. So just make sure that you guys are getting what you buy. And same thing for the sizing. So some of the vendors, they sold me some stuff that it wasn't even plus size. They just switched the tags, and basically they got mad when I picked up, because basically they knew that they were scamming me. So guys, like make sure that you guys are getting what you paid for, because I did not realize until now that I have a size small mannequin, that the plus size clothes fit on the size small mannequin. That doesn't make sense, and it's the reason why I had trouble selling my inventory. So make sure that you guys are getting what you bought, whether it's for sizing, for material. Make sure that they are not scamming you by selling you something that it doesn't even match up the measurements or the color, or not even like it doesn't look nothing like the picture. Like don't be afraid to speak up, because yeah, it cost me a lot of money. It cost me a lot of money, yeah. And also make sure that you guys check all your inventory before you leave, or just make sure that you do a check once you get your inventory, because the last thing you want to do is be stuck with inventory that is not true to size, or it's a different color, or it's just really bad material. So another tip that I have for you guys is to make sure that you guys are able to ask questions. Most of the times the vendors that are scammers, they don't want you to ask questions. They don't even want you to ask like what's the minimum order quantity, or like what's the least that I could order. Like they'll get really bothered. So a person that wants to scam you, they won't want to talk to you. They will just try to limit the communication. So make sure that you guys are able to ask questions, because most of the times, yeah, most of the times that they didn't let me ask questions, it was because they were trying to scam me, or they were just trying to get rid of me. So be aware of that. So another thing that goes with the other thing about the sizing, if they are bothered, like if you pick up, or if they're just like in a bad mood, that means that they are scammers, because they're not making money, they're just trying to profit off of you. So most of the time that a vendor is basically like they're in a bad mood because they're not making money, because they're trying to scam people. They're trying to like basically sell what they can't. So I had like a vendor that I picked up from. I did like 2 pickups. I went to go pick up, and they were in a really bad mood. And I come to find out, like literally a year later into my boutique, that they had sold me some inventory like as plus size that was small, medium, large. And the reason why they got bothered when I picked up is because they knew that they were gonna get like caught up. So yeah, be aware of that. They don't want you to pick up because they want to get away with it. And literally I'm not even gonna work with that vendor no more because it was so hard to sell the inventory that they gave me. And yeah, so another tip that I have is if they're being really fake, like you guys could tell if they're being really fake. So most of the time if they're being really fake, that means that they're trying to get rid of their inventory because it's not selling, and they're basically just being like kissy and just being like really fake and just extremely nice, like it seems unreal, like they're too nice. It's because they're just trying to get rid of inventory by being nice to you, and most likely that inventory is not even gonna sell, because I've had a vendor do that to me. Like they were really nice when I picked up, and I'm like, that seems really unreal. And later come to find out that what they sold me wasn't even true to size. It was horrible, like I couldn't even sell it. So be aware of that. So most likely they're selling you bad inventory and they're just trying to get rid of it. So another tip that I have for you guys is, if you guys are really unsure about the vendor, just order one pack and then see how it goes, and you guys will know, like, from your mistakes, or if the vendor is acting weird. Most of the time you guys need to have good vendors. So another thing that goes with the return policy, always check their return policies, because sometimes they make it final sale because they're selling really bad quality clothes, or they charge like a restocking fee. I got stuck with inventory, some of it I barely sold it, and it was okay quality, but I wanted to return it, but they had like a 35% restocking fee, so I just never sent it back, and because I was too shy. But now if they send me something and I don't like it and I know it's not gonna sell, I just send it back and I just take the L and I just pay the restocking fee, because yeah, it's like horrible. That's another thing that I don't like about the Fashion Go vendors. Some of them, that they have a really bad return policy. But as far as that, you guys want to know the return policy before you place an order, because next thing you know, you guys order $20,000 and then they charge 35%. So let me do the math. So $20,000 times 0.35, so that means you would have to pay $7,000 to restock that inventory and return it to them, plus you have to pay the shipping costs. So then guess who's out of $7,000? They're only gonna give you $13,000 back, and you guys don't want to go through that, honestly. Like, these vendors in the Los Angeles district are no joke. So that is it for this video. I hope this video helps somebody that needs this video, and I hope this video gets to the right person. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below, and yeah, I'll get back to you guys in another video. If you guys want more videos like this, let me know, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.